Every so often, there's actually like an 18-second cooldown between when it happens, but you can lower that by impairing the movement of enemies around you. So anything you do that impairs their movement gets you closer to more free spellcasts. And of course, a lot of mana, of course, from those Total Biscuits of Rejuvenation. Doran's Ring thrown in there as well for good measure. And AD Thresh! Keep it up in CS, but I don't know. We're going to see if it's the answer here for Marin. What does AD Thresh have that other AD carries do not? And I think the answer is probably
nothing.
Crowd control. I don't know of any AD carry that has quite as much CC as Thresh does, but ultimately you're supposed to be getting on towards killing the guy, which of course support champions may have a slightly difficult job doing.
I mean, once he tries the death sentence and it actually does hook, then he can't right click. So that's another thing to keep a watchful eye out for. And already Marin's getting some good damage here into the tier 1. This is Thresh, wow, actually flashing and looking for the death sentence, forcing Marin's flash out too. That was rather ballsy. This is a really interesting play.
You know, the interesting play for me here for Piccaboo is both the decision to go for Thresh and, you know, the decision on how to play this lane. A lane mechanic, something that top laners are very, very well versed in, and while duo laners know exactly where they need to position the wave for their AD carries, when you have to focus on everything all by yourself, all for yourself, you kind of lose maybe a little bit of that extra advantage. You can see, even just a teleport here, wait a second, Marin TP'd to a minion instead of to a turret that gives you 1 minute less on the cooldown, so...
whatever, man, he does not care.
Yeah, he is just looking to get as quickly as he can back in the lane, and look at this damage down being put onto the turret. He won game number 1 with a turret kill, looking for game 2 as well. Minion wave lasting just long enough for Marin to get out of that death sentence alive and unscathed.
Ignite comes in, alright, they get the flay back. Uh-oh, Marin's dead.
Wait, what?
Interesting.
And that was off of teleporting back into lane. We're gonna watch this again. They play him back in. There's the death sentence, and he's still not actually dead. We're skipping forward maybe just a little.
No, we're skipping back here.
Okay, we're skipping backwards just a little bit. There's the ice claw forward. He's shoving this wave underneath turret. Keep in mind, this is just after teleporting back in. There's the play. We're gonna see the death sentence hit as well, and at this point the trade isn't actually all that bad for Marin, but here's where it goes from bad to worse here. Gonna slow him down there. There's the ignite. One more auto attack is kind of all it takes there. A play passive off of being played backwards itself is just gonna keep him from running away. Last auto attack there for Piccaboo, and you know, forgive me for I've sinned. It's game number 2 that goes